Dear friends and brothers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today we are going to see some of the other improvements that we have done in our GST based billing system. What are those? The very first thing is we have introduced something called as product table. What are the use of product table? It reduces our typing effort. It makes us to enter the stocks as well as the billing in a very fastest way. What is that? Let us explore it. To enter into the product table, you have to click this button. So upon hitting this button, you will get a table called a product table. Here you have to enter your products. What are all the products that you are going to sell or you are going to purchase? You should have those product details in this table. So this is the list of all the products that you are going to sell in your shop or in your organization. Okay. So what are the parameters involved? The product code, product name, short name, HSN SAC code, UIM, tax rate. These parameters will not change very frequently in our real time. So when you take up the HSN and SAC code, the government will give that guideline they will not change it very immediately. It will take some time to come into the that is the practice. Similar way, the measurement. If you take some products, you will, for example, let us take sugar. You are selling sugar in kilogram today. Tomorrow you will not sell it in piece. So always it will be in kilogram. So the measurement, unit of measurement also will not change. Tax rate also will not change very frequently. So whatever information which won't change very frequently can be kept in the product table. Because of that, we can reduce our typing effort. How? We are going to assign each product a short product code like PRD1, PRD2, PRD6, something like that. Upon entering this product code in the sales or purchase form, you can get their product's name, HSN code, unit of measurement and tax rate. Previously we have entered them we have entered them manually. That took lot of time. So that time consumption is reduced because of introducing this product table. Okay. So how can I enter a product information in the product table? The first thing is you have to define a product code for your product. The product code should not be very big. It should be very short and easy to enter. Okay. So I am introducing a product code called PRD2. Okay. Then I want to have the product name. The product name can be very lengthy with lot of space, with lot of information, everything. There is no limit in that. So I say LG Sony 1 TB mega high speed hard disk. This is the product name, very lengthy name. Then short name, Sunway 1 TB disk. This is short name. SAC code, unit of measurement, piece. The unit of measurement should be very short. If you want to enter it number, you enter NB or something like that. Otherwise it will affect the printing session. So you keep your unit of measurement very small and short. Then tax rate we can apply 5% for this. then you add the product. Now the product is added. Okay, so the next step is, after once you enter the product information in the product code, it can be called in your it can be called in the sales as well as in stocks form by pressing the product code alone. You no need to enter product name, their HSN code, unit of measurement, tax rate, nothing needs to be entered. Only only entering product code we can get all other information populated. So let us go into the stock entry and see how it happens. So this is our stock form. I want to enter a new stock. Its invoice number is this. Then vendor name is our default vendors, collators. Then product code is PRD2. When I enter PRD2, it displays the complete material descriptions, unit of measurement, and then its tax rate, HSN SAC code, though it is not used in the normal billing. So it gets all the information required for a sale, for all the information required for a product. Okay, then we have to enter the purchase price. So I bought it for 500, 2500. I am going to sell it for some 3000. Quantity I have only 10. MRP is around 3500. Discount threshold, I am not going to fix up any that is discount or threshold for this product. Then I just add this. That's all. The product information is added now. The stock entry is added now. So after introduction of product code, our typing effort in a stock entry is reduced. That is our improvement here. The next step is stock balance. In stock balance, before we didn't have any sort of printing features, like we cannot print our stock inward, we cannot print our stock outward, we cannot print our net stock. Those features are introduced, and then exporting your stock inward or outward or net stock, that is not possible before, but we have now it is possible. We have introduced a export feature for all the three. So okay, let me take from 27. I want to see that stock balance. I also introduce date in which you are seeing the stock balance. Previously the date parameter was not there, we introduced that as well. So also before we didn't have a total of we had shown that each record items, but we didn't sum up them, we didn't count them, but that is done now. So you have your stock inward total, stock outward total, as well as your net stock total. What is the stock balance that you have? So to print any one of them, just hit the green button beside the beside their heading. So you will get the printout of there is print preview of that parameter. So the stock inward report will be generated with total. Okay. Similar way, we also introduced the stock export, that is export option. Using this export option, you can export any of these three parameters. So that is another improvement. And finally, this purchase report. Purchase report, we didn't have a printing feature before. We simply used to see our purchase report in the form. That's all. Also, we didn't have the total purchase total. We didn't have. That is also introduced now using in this version. So you can just print your purchase report now. You can also export your purchase report. This is our purchase report export. Okay. So what else? In billing, we didn't have the total before. We had printing as well as export in the sales report. Now we introduce the total. So you can see the sales total in the form itself. You need not to print and see it in the print preview as before. Just here hit that, you will get your sales details, and then you just go, you can see the sales total here. That's all for today. I hope this will be very much helpful for the people who seek development in this tool. Let us see in another useful video with another improvement. Thanks for watching.